Y'all, this Brianna Olsen and 2K court case is getting really cray. And you know what's so crazy? I've been saying for literal months now, if you guys have been following along with this, I'm like, doesn't Brianna Olsen like realize that everything that she says online can and probably will be like held against her in court? And I think for the longest time, I guess they were kind of like writing it off as in like, oh, this is a skit, this is made up, I'm doing this for drama. Obviously, because when it comes down to things, like, yeah, you're a content creator on social media, so therefore some things can be fake. And I think that she was banking on that, like actually working out in court. However, from what I have been seeing, I don't think that's really playing out in her favor. I really do think that maybe she shouldn't have said so much, and I think that she should have kept it a little bit more quiet. As you guys know, 2K has been kind of like laying low every now and then. Yeah, he will respond to things that like Santos and Brianna Olsen say, but I don't know. I really feel like Brianna Olsen is doing herself a disservice, and y'all, she has come out after their last court date and she's putting so many details online, which I think is so crazy because she literally said that she didn't want the court cases to be made public, but then she's actually reading them, which I think is so crazy. And y'all, I'm going to be playing some clips within today's video to where she's like literally talking about things that I guess 2K had pulled from social media and like took it to court, as far as like her name calling him, her saying certain things on the internet. And I got to be honest with you guys, because I've never like seen this before, I kind of was thinking like, yeah, you know what? Maybe she will get away with this whole thing of like, oh, it's social media, it's a skit. Because I don't know if you guys know, but there was like a law that was made that I guess apparently like certain rappers or songs or whatever can't be held against you in court. Like, please correct me on the rapper, y'all. I remember reading about this where I guess a rapper had like rapped about offing somebody, and I guess they were trying to hold it to him in court, as in basically he was admitting guilt. And turns out that they ended up creating this law that like, no, like people can obviously make these things up, and writing a song is like storytelling. It's like you creating a movie. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously if you create a movie, that can't be held against you because it's fictional or whatever. So I kind of thought, oh, maybe, you know what, maybe Brianna Olsen is just kind of like banking on this, like not holding up in court. But from what I'm seeing, I'm thinking that the judge is like hearing out all these bits and pieces of information that she's been like putting online because 2K has submitted it all. Which, by the way, there's a rumor out there, and I haven't seen the clip from 2K's mouth, so that's why I'm saying it's a rumor. But multiple people on TikTok have said, supposedly, allegedly, 2K has spent $200,000 on this court case. And I think this whole damn thing is so bizarre, y'all. There's just a whole bunch of he said, she said, and I'm so curious to see the outcome. But then also, too, I do have to say this, okay? Before getting into everything, yes, I know that Brianna Olsen is a hot mess, and obviously she hasn't been the best mom. You know what I'm saying? Actually, she's been, kind of a bad mom, as far as obviously not being there for her son and obviously not getting it together, sooner when she should have. But I do have to say this, it does make me a little bit sad because picture this, say for example, the court case goes through, and what if 2K does get like full-time custody and basically she just gets visitations? What if she does grow up, and what if she does learn, change, and like make these changes? Because obviously she's pregnant with her second kid right now, and maybe her having the second kid, clearly I'm just wishful thinking here, okay? But I'm just like, what if she like grows up? Then I feel like, oh, isn't that kind of sad? Like, will she have to like re-go through court? Like, how would that situation play out? Like, I'm so curious of how this will be, because I don't know. I just think like, yes, she is a hot mess, and oh my gosh, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. After seeing these clips after their most recent court case, I was like, okay, girl, maybe you should just kind of like take a little break from the internet right now, because you're really doing yourself a disservice. But I always have hope, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like she's young. I want to say she's 25, you know what I mean? Like, she's still young. She obviously is in the midst of everything on social media. And I do think that obviously when it comes down to her being a social media content creator, like, I do think that she has that mindset of like, oh, let me talk about everything on the internet. Let me be messy on the internet, because it really does bring in the views. But I think when you're dealing with real life situations, that's when it's kind of like, okay, you should learn to just shut up and not say certain things on the internet. And this is what I like honestly think, and I've been saying it about her, is like, okay, I get it. If you want to be messy on the internet, like, why don't you start drama with somebody else, not with somebody who you have an active court case open when you're literally battling for custody of your child? Like, maybe stop bashing 2K on the internet. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's only making you look worse. And I feel like if the judge is obviously going to sit down and look at all of this like information and see all the things that she's been saying on the internet, like, obviously it's going to make her look bad. And I think that the judge could probably end up ruling in 2K's favor because of this. But honestly, y'all, even after the court case, I'm just like, oh my gosh, y'all. I do want to go ahead and start this off by actually playing the first clip that I saw, to basically where she was reading like, I guess, I don't know exactly what you call it, but obviously it's a court documentation to where it's all the information that 2K had submitted to the judge to overview. And you guys are going to see that he has like proof, I guess, of certain things that she has said up on the internet, to where she was kind of bashing him. And this is where I was saying all along, like, everybody out there says that like 2K's fake and he knows how to like play the game and he's just like low-key manipulative, like all these different things about him. But whatever you want to call him, at least he knows how to play this game right. Do you know what I mean? He has not got onto the internet and talked shit about Brianna unless she has done it first. So every single time that he's talked about her, it's in response to her. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, homegirl should learn from that and just kind of like chill out. But I think she's letting this whole, you know, live streaming get to her head to where she's like, oh, I know if I talk about this, it's going to bring in the views. But obviously, that's not working out in her favor. So anyways, go ahead and check out this first clip right here.
Snapchat image, respondent calling petitioner a baby, a BD. Snapchat image, respondent admitting to posting content to stir up. I mean, I may have said some of these things. I don't think I said all of them.
But I've grown.
Oh my God.
But I've grown from my mistakes.
Boom!
And we know.
TikTok of respondent making. No, wait, there's a funny one. TikTok of respondent making. What are you doing? Babe, Wait, where'd it go? TikTok of respondent making false statements about petitioner's home, calls it a trap house. Really, dude? Oh my God. TikTok of respondent stating petitioner likes men.
He does.
TikTok of respondents. What? How is this bad? I don't understand.
Not her literally reading all that and saying, oh, like 2K said, shitty baby daddy. Like, he has all the clips and not him calling the house a trap house or whatever. I was like, oh my gosh. Which, by the way, if you guys have been following along with this for a long time, I was like, what is she even thinking? Taking her child, her baby, a literal baby, to an adult content creation house to where they had started the MILF house. I was like, girl, this is not a good look whatsoever. Like, yeah, I understand you have your own room in the house and you could lock the door and everything. I totally get that. However, there's adult content being filmed in the room right across the hallway. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously that's not going to look good. And this is where I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyways, y'all, I don't know if you guys recall, okay, and this is where I say, like, Brianna Olsen, yes, I do find her entertaining. I always feel the need to say that because some people get it twisted. Like, I do find her entertaining. I find her funny. However, when it comes down to her and her court case and her being a mom, like, oh my God, she's a damn mess. And she makes these very serious allegations with no type of proof whatsoever. And I'm like, girl, like, you need to stop this shit. Because now she's getting out there too. And she said within that same live, I'm going to play the clip right now, that she is saying that 2K wants her gone. And you guys could put two and two together here of what she's alleging to that 2K wants her gone. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's a bit crazy. And then also too, she's literally getting out there saying like, oh my gosh, can some... This to me is icing on the cake, and it just shows you how delusional that Brianna Olsen is because she's also saying too, I'll play like piece together two clips to where she's actually saying, can somebody get out there and F 2K? Like he needs like a good woman in his life because he's, you know, obviously like obsessed. Well, she doesn't say obsessed with me, but like something along the line. She's literally saying, hey, somebody get out there and, you know, F 2K, like get with him, please. Basically what she's saying is like 2K is obviously so wrapped up in her life. And I'm like, y'all, if you guys have followed along Brianna Olsen and 2K, it is always Brianna Olsen and Santos talking about 2K. And that's where I'm just kind of like, girl, you're a little bit delusional here. Like, I don't understand why you're specifically saying like, oh my gosh, he needs a woman so he could basically like, you know, get away from her. But I'm like, she's the one that always talks about him. This is where I'm like, girl, you're showing a little bit of, you know, signs of delusion over here and you're looking a little cray-cray. Check this out.
This lady literally looked at my friend and was like, I'm telling you right now, like, this guy wants her. Like, that is just what it is. He is so dangerous. He doesn't want anything else. He doesn't want to co-parent. He doesn't want to do anything. He wants me out of my son's life. He wants me. Literally told, you need to protect her. Literally told my friend that. I swear to God. And I was like, I swear by it. I swear. Like, nobody acts the way that he does to keep somebody, a parent, out of a child's life. He may not like me or the things that I do and say, but he doesn't get to control. It's always been about, like, control. That's all he wants to do. He wants to control me during a relationship. He wants to control me during my pregnancy. He wants to control, you know, me with Winter. It's just always what it's been about. Can someone please, like, F this man, like, good or something? Because I really want him to leave me the alone. Can some, like, amazing woman come into his life and be like, honey, like, smack, no, I'm just kidding. Honey, like, you are crazy. Like, this is not normal, honey. Like, you know what I mean? Please.
I am so sorry, y'all, but clearly she is being a little bit delusional there. Kind of like alluding to the fact that he's like, you know, oh, he sprung on her. Well, not sprung on her. I don't know the right word to use. Like, I don't want to say obsessed, but, you know, obviously always worried about her and her life and what she's doing and all that. And I'm like, girl, you're literally always talking about 2K. And speaking of her being delusional, y'all, oh my gosh, these next two clips that I want to piece together, oh my gosh, it just goes to show you that she doesn't even like realize some of the words that come out of her mouth, because you guys are going to see that she's specifically saying that she does not want 2K's mom to raise Winter or help raise Winter, because I said Winter like Anna Wintour, oh my gosh, Winter, because obviously she raised 2K and she doesn't like 2K, so she's like, no, I don't want this woman raising my son when clearly she doesn't know how to raise a son, basically throwing shade at her for like being a bad mom, because look how 2K came out. And I'm like, low-key between the two, even though, yeah, 2K has its flaws, like we all do, but I'm like, clearly between Brianna Olsen and 2K, in my opinion, I think that 2K has, you know, more morals and more ethics, and he's more put together than Brianna, you know what I'm saying? But check this out, in the same live, she's literally saying that her mom is going to be moving in with her and Santos to help raise her son. And then in the very next clip, she's literally going off on somebody on her, I don't know what live it is, on Kick, I'm assuming, and she's literally popping off saying, oh my gosh, like I'm not having my mom raise my kid, but I'm like, you literally just said the day before that you're having your mom help you raise your son. Like, girl, get it together. Check this out.
I don't give a if your grandmammy, your grandpappy, or your mom or dad helps you. Why would I care? It's the person. Why would I want Jen raising my son when she raised John? What the like, no. Are you kidding me? Have you seen the guy? Like, he's insane. I want her to raise my son. Like, what the I think that's where y'all are like getting it confused. Like, oh my god, you have a problem with somebody raising their grandchild. Like, no, I don't have a problem with that. My mom's gonna move in with me and raise my kid with me. She raised all my brother's kids with him, so that's what grandparents do. It's the person. Like, what?
Yeah, I don't want John's mom to raise Winter because she raised him, and he's a piece of shit. To be honest, like I said a million times, you guys don't have to agree with what I went through with John. Like, it wasn't your relationship. You may have had a better experience, but it wasn't mine, period. So, someone raised him to act like that? The fuck? I never said I want my mom to raise my kid. My mom's moving in to help me and Santos out, as in like cooking and cleaning and just spending time with her grandchildren. She's not raising my kids.
I'm sorry, y'all, but she seemed like super delusional right there. Because I'm like, how literally the day before are you sitting here saying that your mom is going to move in with you and Santos to help raise your child? But then you're over here saying, no, she's not. And I'm like, you literally just said that. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Anyways, I do want to go ahead and play one last clip. Like, y'all, the way I have so many clips about this court case, which, by the way, I'm not even going over the whole details of the entire court case because it's like super, super long. I know a few of you guys actually tagged me in some T pages that are actually going over like basically everything that happened in court. And I was like, this is just a little bit too much for me, because I'm like, whoa, I'm basically going to wait until court ends because I think they're going to be wrapping it up pretty soon. In this next clip that I'm going to be showing you guys, y'all, oh my gosh, it's so crazy to me, which this one, to me, I kind of understand where she's coming from, okay? Because basically what she's saying within this next clip you guys are going to see is that I guess 2K and his mom are basically saying that she's like harassing them. But basically she's saying like they're only seeing clips of me on social media. And I'm like, wait, I kind of understand where she's coming from. And let me say this before playing the clip. It's almost as if I was talking about, like, let's just say Brianna Olsen. You know what I mean? And I'm making videos about her on my channel. I'm not going to her page. I'm talking about her on my channel. She goes out of her way to watch me, and then she says that I'm like, you know, harassing her. I'd be like, girl, you're coming over here to my channel. Like, I'm talking about you on my channel. I'm not going over to your page and harassing you, commenting and spamming your comments and DMing you and emailing you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, low-key, she does have a little bit of a point here, but then also at the same hand, she literally does always talk about 2K. That's where I'm just kind of like, okay, girl, like, maybe this is a sign for you to just like stop talking about him, even though, yeah, she does have a point of like, this is my live stream and yeah, I could talk about whatever I want. But then I'm like, also at the same time too, like, stop talking about him. You know what I'm saying? Check out this clip.
If you see a T-page posting about me, scroll past it. Like, there's no way. Cyberbullying is not real. It's just not. Log the fuck off, girlie.
If cyberbullying isn't real like you claim, then what do you call all those children who've taken their own life due to online bullying?
I don't know anyone that's done that. I'm sorry. Is the name supposed to pop? I don't know anyone that's done that. Do you know someone that's done that? I don't know. What does that have to do with me? Like, he's a grown up. I'm not talking about children, you dumb ass. He's a grown man. She's a grown woman watching my shit saying that I'm harassing them. Like, what? I'm not talking about children. I'm talking about adults that are not acting like adults.
Hopefully after watching that, y'all know what I'm saying, because I'm like, you know what? Like, low-key, she does have a point when it comes down to somebody going out of their way. So how could you consider it harassment if you're going out of your way to see it? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody like creating TikToks about me and talking about me, and then I go to their page every day and I say they're harassing me. I'm like, well, technically it's their page. You know what I mean? It's not like they're spamming me with DMs and emails and comments. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I get what she's saying. But then also too, it's like, girl, you have an open court case against this guy. Like, what, like, girl, or vice versa, whatever the hell the case is. But I'm just kind of like, girl, like, maybe stop talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I think the court case should be wrapping up pretty soon. I think one of them had said the date, but I don't don't exactly remember when, but I think probably within the next 2 months. So I will have more details and more information then. Like, low key, if I'm being quite honest with you guys, like after like seeing all of the stuff that came out after this last court hearing, I was like, this is a lot, because y'all, I guess they had just like all this information against one another. And I'm like, you know what? I have to say this before wrapping out this video. I think it's very unfortunate, y'all. Like, I really do, because like low key, like she's having a second kid right now, and that's going to be Winter's sibling. And I think that it sucks that obviously her and 2K are clearly not in the like near future going to be able to have a good, healthy, normal co-parenting relationship. And low-key, I really wish that they could, because obviously it's gonna suck, you know what I mean? Obviously Winter's gonna want to grow up with his sibling, and this is gonna probably cause a divide unless they can figure it the hell out. So I really do hope that they can, but it's looking like not, because this shit is messy. Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.